my friends? I was about to start the vlog, but I guess it's starting anyway, but this show started at the same time. I guess we're just synced like that. Anyway, welcome to Holiday the Park at Six Flags Great Adventure. So I waited for the show to end, and yeah, it's a nice show. It's a really nice show. But what I normally like to do on this first visit is kind of just do a lap, see whatever is on and happening right now. And the thing that I've noticed first off is that it doesn't seem like this event is going through the boardwalk. And the next thing I notice is that there's another Peppermint character here. Is that the Peppermint? Hold on. The Minty Sweet Royals. The Peppermint Prince and Princess. What? There's a brother? Hello there. Okay, so Peppermint Princess, hi. Great to see you again. You, sir.
I am new. I am the Peppermint Prince. It's awesome to meet you.
All right, so the question most people will ask, where have you been?
You see, it's a long story. I'm the oldest. So I always had to stay back and help around for Christmas.
Oh, you got responsibilities and stuff?
Yep. But this time I just kind of snuck in. I'm not supposed to be here.
He was being lazy.
No,
Yeah.
I was hard at work.
Oh.
But I'm here because Mom and Dad got it now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I decided to sneak today. So now I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, welcome. It's awesome to see you for the first time here. Yeah, do you like all the lights and all that stuff?
I'm with her, but
I'm obviously the favorite. You're
but
just
it
mad.
says Prince on the sign. It says
Save
Prince
us for
first.
last.
Absolutely not.
I'm the princess. People come here.
Anyways, I can't wait for this season. It's going to be a great season.
Well, thank you so much. It's great to see you both. So that is the Peppermint Prince, huh? Wow. I did not know there were more siblings. The lights on this aren't on. Huh. Okay. And then, yeah, unfortunately, let's walk over there real quick. So obligatory, we got to walk through this giant snowman and not trip. And then, so they do have some games open. That's cool. Usually they convert them, don't they? I remember there being like a Santa or something, like going up a chimney on this one. But then, yeah, the fence is in place here. They have some lights over there. I wonder what that means, though, for like food locations, because there's two pretty popular ones that were here, the Garden State Grill and the Boardwalk Fries. Looks like the teacups have been converted over to the gingerbread twist, which is cool. And I don't know if you can see it, right next to the moon there, the sky buckets are open. So the skyway is open, allowing you to see a bird's eye view of all the lights and stuff. Yum Yum looks great as usual, being all snazzied out. But because there's less food locations, lines are pretty long. I did walk over to this path here just to confirm that light tunnel that they normally have that's here center frame on that path. It's not this year, I guess. What a shame. Last year, I do remember them having like the light show with the sync to music over here, but instead, investigating up ahead, it looks like there is a hayride this year instead. So the Douglas's Jolly Joyride right here. There's a line. I don't know what this experience is like. We'll definitely do it in the near future because tonight is probably not going to happen. I think a lot of people here are already lined up. And this right here, straight ahead, is where they moved the light synced music. I remember they had this way back in like the catering area a couple of years ago. I think it's a nice atmosphere. I've stumbled on the first show here, the Candycane Crew.
We're just warming up, y'all. Now, this is a lot harder than it looks. Feel free to go crazy.
Yeah! Amazing!
Oh, yeah. Somebody shout my name.
What could be better than mine?
Shut up. Oh!
Yeah!
Ball on the foot, kick to the bottle. Jesus, take the wheel. Here we go. I know, right?
Tom, do the spinning part.
it was pretty fun. The only thing that I could say is that they haven't put up a spotlight yet or anything, so the fact that the one guy was using like string for his tricks and stuff and like small things here, very tough to see. I tried walking back to like get a wider shot and you couldn't really make out what was happening on the stage. So I'm sure that they'll add that when they have time to hang it up. But otherwise, all right, show number 1. So there is a second show here on the tree, and there's also the stage here for the Rudolph Regiment. They are not roaming this year, but I think they're kind of scheduled at the same time. They were supposed to start at 5:30. Maybe they moved them. Hold on, maybe they moved them over to, is it Holiday Memories, over where Batman is? Right, okay, so Rudolph's Regiment here. You can see 2, 3:15, and 4:30. So they move them off of this stage because these shows start happening. So we got to head over to where Evergreen Queen was. So we're here in front of where Evergreen Queen was, and yeah, their show times are 6 and 7 for the Rudolph Regiment. This is a pretty nice place for the performance, but I guess maybe news to the rest of you, Evergreen Queen is not visiting us this year. I guess she's busy doing evergreen stuff. Poinsettia Princess, or also known as the Crimson Beauty, apparently. That's what they put on the sign. Did you put in for that? Is that how you're known at the North Pole?
Yes, in the North Pole, I am the Crimson Beauty. Since my sister is the Snow Queen, we are very different. Very blonde and blue and crystally, while I am very red and green and very different people.
Well, I think that's one of the fun things about you Royals is that you all have such individualistic like personalities and looks, and it's really fun. But how have you been? It's been a whole year.
It's been a very, very big year of preparing because it's been such a warm summer. And then it's been such a warm winter. So it's been a little interesting. Jack Frost has got to start making it colder, man.
Yeah, I'm going to I'm going to go over and talk to him and just let him know that things aren't like, when's he going to get on top of that?
I would like it to be a little bit colder because my poinsettias grow just a little bit better in the cold.
Oh, right. And how are the poinsettias other than needing cold? They look good this year. But
they usually get very big and beautiful during the cold, dark nights. They mainly bloom during that time. So
I had no idea about that. All right.
Actually,
all these years I'm still learning from you. Well, it's great to see you, and I hope you have a wonderful start to the season.
You as well. Have a happy holiday.
So we can say we've met the Crimson Beauty. Awesome. So nice to see you. So far it's been fun interacting with the characters. I wonder who I am going to ask though. Maybe the Snow King and Queen. Ask about the whereabouts of the Evergreen Queen, because I assume, things change year to year. You get busier and you can't make it. So yeah, I'm going to go ask them that if I can find them. But first, I think we need to find another bit of entertainment or something like that to kind of mix it up. But overall, while walking around the park, I'm noticing that, the bounds of the event have really shrunk. So like all of this section is still open and stuff, but there's nothing over at the Showcase Theater. There's no Frost this year. Thankfully, Justice League and Cyborg Spin are still open. And then over here, another change. I'm walking over to the Holiday Craze Maze, the Mirror Maze. It no longer has an upcharge. It's had a $5 upcharge for ages. And this year, for the first time that I can recall, it is actually free for all guests. But we're here in Polar Point. This is one of my favorite spots in the park with the lights dripping down in the trees. It's very peaceful here because there's like a walkway down there where you can kind of just exist in this park and have nobody around you. It's very cool. But this is where the Snow King and Queen and Jack Frost are meeting. But I want to show you a little bit more of what's happening down by Joker as we walk through this lovely archway. This is probably one of the better additions to the park because they've been able to repurpose this for all the events throughout the year. And before I forget, this is where you will see Santa for this year. It's not in the catering area or anything like that. I believe he was meeting here last year. So that is where you can get your photo with Santa in the park. So here we are where Joker normally is. I feel like I don't see that many people crossing over. This actually is a space that's been cordoned off where the hayride is going, that festive hayride, which I do not plan on doing today. But they had to have somebody who's kind of like a crossing guard there. I believe there's security over down that way by the Harley Quinn Crazy Train. It's a lot. It seems more of a production than I expected it to be. but we'll check it out next visit. One last thing that I have not shown the location of is Storytime with Mrs. Claus, and I didn't see this on the app or the guide map. Here are the times for everything. And I remember, during the summer they did like a princess thing here, and now it's story time. I mean, thank goodness. I don't think they do anything in Bugs Bunny National Park now. So that's a fitting little spot to have something for the kids. Rudolph's Regiment is kicking things off, but I always find it interesting how the audience will always set back from live musicians, but this is probably the biggest one I've seen yet. All right, let's sit tight and check them out. Snow King and Snow Queen, it's so good to see you this year. Welcome back. How does it feel? Is it cold enough for you?
Not cold enough.
Not yet. Maybe later on in the winter it'll get colder.
Oh, I hope I'll mention it to Jack Frost. I think I got to still go see him. But it's really good to see you guys. Do you have any big plans for this season?
Definitely some snow.
Yeah, hopefully a lot more snow than last season.
That was not at all enough for us.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, last winter just wasn't it, huh? I heard that there was some other friend of Jack Frost that was causing trouble too. Speaking of your friends, I was wondering about Evergreen Queen. Is she not coming this year?
No, she's been really, really busy. There's been a lot more Christmas trees this season than last season, so she hasn't had a lot of free time like she did last year.
Oh, that would make sense because of the mild winter last year. A lot of the trees probably weren't growing as well, right? So she's probably on like red alert or green alert, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's awesome to see you guys, and I hope to see you soon, all right? It was great to check in with the Snow King and Snow Queen. I'm sure we'll see more of them soon, but next up is the second to last show we're watching tonight, Yultide Vibes, which, man, do all of these shows have like 5 shows a day? Because that's 15 a weekend. That seems like a lot. Anyway, here we go.
Snow's coming down. How I did it fall. That's a paper around. Baby, please go. The church bells in town are ringing in song. Oh, happy sound. Baby, please go. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight.
You're asking a lot. Where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Mr. Jack Frost, you are back for the year. And I've been hearing from the other Royals. You're my last stop, just to let you know. You've come up quite a few times. They've been telling me that it's not cold enough. I don't know if I agree with that, But they're saying, yeah, maybe you could do something about that.
They're trying to get under my skin. You know, I don't know what else to tell them. I try my best, but you know, I got people to please. It's hard being this good looking, and you know, I try to balance it all. You know, it's hard. Whatever.
Yeah, Poinsettia said that like if it was colder, her flowers would look better. I don't know. And Evergreen is like not even here because I don't know. It's not cold enough.
I don't know.
I know. Also, one of the kids that came up to me asked me what happened to like your fire enemy. I don't know what was his name. Crispy Sizzle. I was like, I couldn't remember his name. I was like, was it Jose Caliente? I don't remember.
He sizzled up. All right. He couldn't. It was a 1v1, and I won. You know.
Oh, is that what happened? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he's just. Yeah.
He's MIA for this season.
He's licking his wounds, basically.
Yeah, he's retired. Yeah.
All right. Well, do you have any like plans for the season now that you're back?
You know, take pictures, look good, and look at this wind. Keep it cold. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, let's hope you don't go viral or anything like that. That would be scary.
Let's hope I do, to be honest. I mean, the people need to see this. You know, come on, it's Jack Frost.
I don't know if I got the time wrong, but Prancer's Dancers, our last show of the night. It's already underway. Let me swap lenses and get this going.
She's our CrossFit queen of Christmas. Give it up for Blissin.
And she's flying so high, she's out of this atmosphere. It's coming.
And he's our lieutenant executive of Slayer Latest Function. Go Prancer.
He sees you when you're sleeping.
Wait, that's kind of creepy.
He knows when you're away.
Sure, but still.
He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake.
Prancer, I may be unorganized, oblivious, eccentric, easily distracted, lazy, lackadaisical, silly, sedentary, unstudious, and slightly paranoid. But by gum, those presents are gonna get delivered.
Slay.
So that was Prancer's Dancers right there. I am just wondering, I think the setback for those benches that are back there is far or even further than they were for Blade Drummers during Fright Fest, which is odd because that is an even bigger gap than the one that I saw there for Rudolph's Regiment. It's kind of odd. I feel like, you know, there should be an area for like kids because there were some interactive kid moments, but otherwise bring those benches up. Let's, because it's not even as loud as it was during Fright Fest. But anyway, that is the final bit of entertainment here at Holiday in the Park. All right, that about does it here for the first night or opening night of Holiday in the Park. It was smaller. It's a lot smaller this year, you know? I'm gonna miss Frost. It's crazy to me that was kind of like one of the highlights from last year and in previous years, and they chose not to bring it back. And it kind of is a pattern with just entertainment in general that they aren't bringing back as much as in previous years. But at least we have a Holiday in the Park. I remember the rumors during the summer that they were still debating whether or not they were even going to have a Holiday in the Park. So I will take some Holiday in the Park versus no Holiday in the Park. And I think most of you who come here agree, because this is very much like a locals event. It doesn't bring people from far away, and I think that might be one of the reasons why they've retracted entertainment and this event in general, is that it hasn't been super well attended in the past. And I don't know if, where does that begin? Where do you draw the line in like analyzing that type of thing? Like, if you make a full-fledged event, will people come? Or if you start retracting it, is that going to push people away? Where do you figure that out? I don't know. Either way, the entertainment that's here, the performers and all of that are doing awesome. It was so good to see all of the Royals. Shout out to you guys. Glad to have you back. Glad to see the lights, especially at Polar Point, my personal favorite. We'll be back soon enough to cover all the food and all that stuff, and maybe bug a few more performers here and there, and the Royals as well. Anyway, all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye. It's 32 degrees right now. I'm freezing. Look at my nose. Bye.